Doug Thugging, Saturday afternoon, 2:21 on July 2nd, 2016. I'm so cranky right now. I tore apart my car and the living room to find the headphones, and I just casually looked over, and now I'm talking a good solid 10 minutes of looking for these fucking things. Where were they? On my cabinet, like 3 feet away from me, my guitar cabinet. So yeah, I'm on the rag. I haven't eaten, and I'm starting to get cranky as fuck. But on the good side, I did crank out, 6 or 7 videos today. This being one of them. So, got a list of shit to talk about. Let's get to it. I was at work. I was picking up 2 Chet pallets to move them against a wall so I could get the forklift through, and I got them about halfway up, and I was angry at that time. They wedged into the wall, came slamming back down on my right shin, to which I screamed as many obscenities as I could. The boss was right there, so he heard me. And yeah, that was it. And then later on in the day, I took some gnarly photos, put them on Facebook, got the appropriate amount of comfort, and I feel bad for you, and went on with my fucking day. Currently seeing a shrink because I have anxiety. I've had it for a while. I'm also depressed, and that's what I got to deal with right now. So I was thinking about going on antidepressant medication, and I really don't want to do that. So I talked to my shrink, and he goes, look, exercise your fucking ass off, which I said I would do, and I haven't. But I'm losing weight at work, so there you go. I feel that's part of it. But he says he wants me to fucking go walking every day for an hour, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, ride a bike. And I'm all for it, but reality, it's so fucking cold, and I'm so lazy and depressed that I don't like leaving the fucking house. If I could build a 20-foot wall, if I could get Trump to build me a 20-foot wall around my house, I'd be fine. As long as I was in charge of who I made contact with and shit like that. So yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. I got post-traumatic stress disorder, which I've had since I was about 3, and I can't, obviously, I don't want to get into that now until, because the person that has given me such a gift is still alive, and there's some things tied up into that, so we'll just move on. Speaking of closures or fences, there's a, and this is what the photo will be of. There's a fucking, they're doing road work on my street in Hawthorne, Victoria, Australia. And yeah, no one can drive down my street from one end, and I fucking love it. It's like, yeah, party, 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 party. So every now and then I'll take a photo of me and the sign, put it on Facebook, get a couple of lols. And do you like 9gag? Yes, so do I. That's all. Okay, and tomorrow, because today's Saturday, so I got to, one of the lights in the kitchen is fucked, so I got to go down to Bunnings and get a new light thing. It's one of those one of those long lights. I don't know what they're called because I'm a fucking dope. And then I got tomorrow, I've got Alarum with, we're going to the bass player's house, Mark Palfreman, and me and Scott are going to, we've come to the stage where we've made a demo of the album so that the drummer can go in with the clicks and the guitar parts, record his bits in a proper studio, and then we will take our bits, and since the bass player has Pro Tools and the guitar player has Pro Tools, we will, do that shit. I'm thinking we'll also tape this as well for posterity and whatever the fuck else. But I'm also thinking that we use Clean Sounds will use the 11 rack. Scotty has an 11 rack. And with the Dirty Sounds, Scotty has a Kemper, so we'll probably use a Kemper. And he was even thinking that he can uh, model my sound for me, which is I use an HD 500 through a 9200 Marshall power amp. Oh fuck, it sounds so brutal and it's so fucking loud. But we'll see how we go. Like I'm happy to you know, dial in like a heavy Marshall / Mega Boogie mixture, maybe. I say Mega Boogie, a Mesa Boogie mixture. I don't know. Like I like early Meshuggah guitar tones, which would be probably none, Meshuggah none, like especially Gods of Rapture. That to me is very SOD like, but that's Mesa Boogie. But I also think that the Marshall mids cut through. So if you mix those two, you'll get a nice sound. Because let's face it, if your guitar is in bass territory, fuck man, it's really hard to, why are we talking about this? Okay, so yeah, I'm doing music tomorrow is what I'm trying to say. And then obviously I'm also thinking about pumping out a couple of Shred Durst clips just for fun. I have a lot of ideas in my head that I think are funny, but I'm also, not feeling great about life, so it's hard to force myself to do these things, but I know in order to get better, I have to force myself to do these things. So that's where we're at. I would like to go to sleep. I'd like to take a dirt nap. No, let's not joke about suicide. That's not smart. Or is it? Maybe that is the key. But I'm too lazy and too much of a pussy to do that shit. And I won't, because I've had someone in my family commit suicide, and it was devastating on everybody, including myself. So, not a good thing to do. That's it. So basically, that's it. I'm doing some shit, and there you go. I'm alive in Australia and fucking yada yada yada. Alrighty, that'll do it. Take care. Rock and roll. Love ya. Bye.